Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So we are day 3 without power and water due to our well pump being electric. We have a generator, it's just not here. It is at the other property, and so Shug will be bringing that back tomorrow. But just wanted to give you an update, let you see some of the damage and how everybody's doing. The chickies are doing just fine. Happy and healthy. Enjoying the sunshine for the first time in a few days. All right, so you can see very well, or how well you can see. But we have, let me see if I can get over here and show you the tree. If you can see that, it's split. So that tree will have to come down. Here's one of the massive limbs that came off of it back there. This is our mulberry tree. It's trash right there. Let me see. So I'll take you around and show you some of the damage. I can say that it was a very nerve-wracking time, the first 24 hours, I think. Because every time you hear a tree snap, and when it was towards the animals, the goats up front, I just went into panic mode, had to throw my shoes on, run out there and make sure my babies were safe. They were locked up in their pen. They have a house, and but still, with trees falling, you worry about the damage to the perimeter fence that keeps the bobcats and the coyotes and the rogue dogs. It just, and every time I would hear a coyote kind of close, I would just go into panic mode and run up there, you know, and make sure everybody's still good and still safe. It was just, oh, I'm glad we passed that part, because that was my big concern, was the safety of my babies. I was fine. I knew I was fine. I would make it through it. But I just worried about my babies. And so I didn't get a lot of sleep for a few hours. So I don't know if you can see that tree. It is a mess. And there is our building that will be moved in a couple of weeks. I do not see any damage on it, but there is a lot of brush and tree limbs on it. But you know, objects can be replaced. as long as everybody and everything is safe, I'm good with whatever happens. The Lord was definitely watching over us. So, yeah, there is a lot of trees, limbs, branches. You can't even get to the building, but that's okay. Shug's coming tomorrow with a chainsaw, and as you can see back there, it is very heavily wooded, and all night, all morning, snap, crackle, pop, boom. And so that was not concerning, because there's no fencing, there's no animals, there's nothing up there to worry about. So those trees falling, that was fine. Yeah, guys, I don't believe there's any hard damage to this building. I think it's just superficial, and just a lot of tree limbs to be moved and that. So, all right, so we're gonna go up to my girls and the turkeys and show you some of the damage up there. Let's see if we can see any more trees here that really took it hard. I mean, it's just, there's limbs everywhere. And there's the big daddy tree that, all right. So let's go upstairs, guys. All right, guys, so this is up here at the buck pen where the bucks used to be. We have rehomed them a while back, but you can see the damage to the fence. And so, knowing that there is a entry area to where a predator can get in, you just don't sleep. Every little noise, every time a goat makes a noise, it just, and here is my precious Uno. Her's good. Her's the precious. As you know, she is our bottle baby, and so she does not get treated very well by Izzy, because she is an outsider to Izzy, and so we really have to keep an eye on her and make sure she gets what she needs and she gets the attention she needs. And so yeah, so let's go to the other part and I'll show you that. As you can hear, the turkeys are sounding off. Because I'm their favorite person. Only because I feed them. So, here is some of the devastation up here. That tree limb is hanging. We got that tree limb hanging. We've got all these tree limbs. It wasn't as bad as it could have been. See, all of these. Hey, baby. Hi, love bug. So, we have this big pile that is blocking the walk through. So they have to gingerly walk through there. Let's see. We had these two limbs. Ooh, that wind. We had these limbs fall in their yard, but as you can see, guys, they had a big house. They were warm, they were safe, but as you know, anytime you're in that kind of a situation, you just stress out so bad. Because but everybody made it through safe. Now today everybody's out, everybody's loving it. They're getting to eat limbs and trees that they couldn't reach before. And let me show you these trees. So these limbs were hanging all the way down to the ground from the edge of that turkey pen right there where that white turkey is, all the way around. And it was a solid tree of ice. And so for 2 days, I was unable to get to those 3 chickens right there. But thankfully, I fed and watered really, really good before the storm, because we were impending the storm. So they are fine. I gave them extra hay and extra feed and extra water, and so they were able to make it through the storm. So awesome. Here's a big limb that didn't survive the weight of the ice. Let's see. I know that sun is keeping y'all from being able to see a lot of this damage in its entirety, but it was very scary, to say the least. Not for me personally, just keeping the animals safe, keeping the animals warm. As you can see, this huge branch fell on the fence. I don't think there's any major damage done to the fence. I think it can be just pulled back up once the branches off of it. This over here, I'm hoping can be repaired, but like I said, guys, this one over here is just to the buck pen, and so we're able to close the buck pen up and not worry about this part of the fence as much, because they can get into the buck pen, but if we don't have much damage on that back side, we'll be able to keep our girls safe. We're going to be able to keep our girls safe regardless. But yeah, so it's a pretty big limb that fell on that. So we had this, and I don't know if you can see that massive tree. So it was thankful that that big thing didn't come down. It lost a couple of its branches, but for the most part, it stayed strong. But yeah, guys, it's not as bad as it could have been. You know, like I said, we're safe. Our animals are safe. And so it's just going to be a lot of cleanup, and yeah. So I know a lot of you were concerned and had a lot of questions. So I figured I'd get on here and do a video, show y'all the damage, that it isn't as bad as it could have been, and everybody's safe. So thank you for your prayers, and I think that'll wrap it up for this video, guys. See you on the next one.